Hi, everybody. It's Diane here with something kind of new, kind of different for me. I made another one of these little books, like you've seen the junk journals before. Although this one I sewed paper, scrapbook paper to fabric because it's quicker and easier. The other one's it's scrapbook paper Mod Podge to scrapbook paper, and I weighed it down overnight, and blah blah blah. And so the purpose of this, and I'm not sure what I'm going to call it. We may vote on that. I just wanted to try um, gluing in stuff in a book without making it a picture, which you may be saying, well, that's what the junk journals are. They are, but I still do try to coordinate it so it looks nice. Like, if you've never seen this, it's, I'm thinking about color, I'm thinking about placement. I don't want to do that. Let's just see where that leads us. This junk was on my counter. I grabbed some stuff out of my didn't use it yet box. I have scrapbook paper scraps, and I have some text papers over there. I may not like this. Um, I don't know. But I just felt like everything I do, for the most part, art-wise and craft-wise, is very to my mind. I'm picky, I'm finicky. I want this to look really nice. This should be here and this should be here, and that doesn't match. And you guys know, if you've watched me for any length of time, you know. And I just sort of wanted to not do that and see if I could get away with it. I think too, when I thought of this idea, as she's trying to straighten this up and be perfect, um, it sounded just nice and easy and relaxing because I do need that in my life. I'm one of those people with, well, I always have to be doing something anyway. That's just my personality. But, especially you women, the housework never ends, the cooking never ends, the caring never ends, and it starts after a while. You need it to end for a little bit. Like, we just stuck that there. I'm not even going to trim it down. And anyway, I've been feeling like that lately. I just need a break. So I thought, well, the housework, all that other stuff, I can't control that really. But I can control my art stuff. So let's see if this would be fun. And this glue stick's about shot. So as far as the title goes, I was thinking of, not that, you don't have to title your books and stuff, but I have to title it on YouTube somehow. So I was thinking of the Just Slap It In book because that's kind of what I'm doing. But then I thought of, well, what about the Collage Dump book? That's not bad either. Do you like those? Do you hate both of those? Do you have a better suggestion? Let me know, and I think I'll wait to title it. I thought this might be nice too if you just are pressed for time and can't, spend a lot of time thinking and rummaging around for that perfect thing. This would be nice to kind of fly back here and do something for 10 minutes. Because right now I'm supposed to be putting out my Easter decorations, which this is a week ahead of Easter, and I'm late with that because of life. So, oh, okay, now I'm going to say, is this better? This side better? No. Okay. And I do greatly admire people who can collage basically snippety junk kind of stuff and it looks really good. I want to do that. I don't know. I'm not that great at that. And I don't know. I've said this before. It's sort of like the cluster syndrome. I'm not real good at clusters. And I think uh, that's kind of what clusters are. And I don't know why. The only thing I can think of is I do have a fine art background. So I'm always trying to make a fine art piece in a way in my, you know, the realms of my subconscious art brain. I don't know. No, I'm not just slapping. That stuff's too big. So do tell, do you have a book like this or ever do work like this? Or you try to make it look perfect all the time too? I did think of maybe painting in here, or, you know, um, obviously I have a lot of pages to go, so who knows what will transpire, but that's a possibility. I'm not ruling that out. The pages in here, that's Easter egg dyed notebook. This was a book page. Coffee dyed. It's an old school paper. Ditto. Anybody remember that word? Boy, are you dating yourself, Diane. The construction paper, not like a ledger. It's mostly lightweight. This is heavier. It was an insert with an order. But I try to keep it pretty plain because I knew what was going to happen. Diane was going to go, well, I don't like those words. I should cover them up. And that wasn't the point of this book. So I thought if I started off pretty blank, maybe I'd be doing myself a favor. Hardy har 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 har. Okay, I mean, that's kind of cool. And it's kind of doing what I said. I did not put a ton of pages in this book either because there's, what, 5 times 2? Is that 40 front and back? I know. I'm cutting. I can't add in my brain, multiply in my brain. Um, I didn't know if it would bulk up a lot if I'm doing this type of work. And then for whatever weird reason, all the spines on these books are 3/4 inch. This is a little narrower. I don't know what I did. So I could have fit it okay, but it was just a tad narrow to really get 3 signatures in there. And then I felt like I didn't want to add more pages into the signatures to make up the difference. Diane, you're babbling. So anyway, yeah, it's 40 pages front and back. Well, I'm glad she cleared that up. I was really concerned. And the size is about, I think it's 5.5, 4 1/4. But is that A4? I don't know. I thought this paper was cool. Isn't that cool? Yeah, see, that's why it's a little more than 4 1/4 wide. It's supposed to be 4 1/4 wide and 5.5 tall. It's one of those fabric color code things. You know, way back in the day of dittos, they didn't have these on fabric. Why did they have to have... Oh, she did it wrong. Oh, boo. Oh, nuts. All right. That was so faded. I thought that was the back. Oh. Okay, well, it's a good thing this is a dump journal. You blew that. No, I don't like that. I like the other side. Well, it is fabric. I could wash the glue off of that, couldn't I? All right, you know what? I'll glue it down, and then later I'll come back with a damp towel and wipe some of that glue off. Wow, can she, think on her feet or what? She could think on her feet she would have glued the wrong side. Well, I think that's another thing with me. I've been doing a lot of stupid stuff lately, dumb mistakes, and it's because I'm so tired and overworked, if I can say that. So maybe doing a project like this is a good idea. So if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter too much. Except Diane will go, "What are you doing? What is the matter with you lately?" All right, does this have a front and back? Actually, that is the front. Okay, I know that does look stupid. I'm just going to put it in, though. You know, like Dina Wakley does a lot of work like that, where it's scribble stuff, and she spilled stuff, and whatever. But it turns out really good. I need to do stuff like that. I would like to do stuff like that. Let's put it that way. I don't know why that sort of a look to me just looks really artsy. Does anyone understand that kind of a statement? Not really, Diane. I bet some of you do. I think to do that kind of work, you have to have a really good sense of proportion and color and composition and all of that, or it probably would not look good when you're done, right? Boy, is she babbling today. Yeah. Well, I don't have anything to talk about with this because I'm just slapping stuff on here. I could rubber stamp if I want. I've got markers right here. This is, these are just cast-offs that I had a big box, and as we know, some start wearing out, running out after a while, and so there weren't a whole lot left. So I took what was left and just threw it in a basket over here. So it's kind of the colors that aren't so great, and you don't use them very often. That's why they were left. And I'm also giving myself permission in this one to, it doesn't have to be done. I can leave it. I can come back. I don't have to work front to back, although knowing me, I probably will. And the next time I pull this book out, I'll forget about all these great non-rules I had made, right? That's kind of cool. Now, see, the old Diane is going to say, it kind of needs something. Should I listen to her? How about this is just sitting here going to get lost? Let's do something with that. Or maybe this side's more interesting. Yeah, it is. Well, this is kind of fun. You know, absolutely no pressure. You're not, if it doesn't look good, it really doesn't matter. I suppose, though, if I really, really didn't like something, I would try to fix it or go back and glue over or something. I admit it, I wouldn't just leave it. And I'm sure I didn't have to tell any of you that. Okay, well, what do you guys think? I will say it's fun. Um, it could be considered, you know, an exercise in art too, really. Um, if you still, like I said, I want it to look nice, but I'm not really striving for that. So if you want to look at it as an exercise in trying to be more free and more loose with your work, this might do it. We'll see. I don't know though, every time Diane tries to do something that's not Diane, it just ends up looking like Diane anyway. Does this look like Diane? I know. What about, since we have this, what if I just draw some things that kind of look like that? Okay. Okay. It's close, very close. We need something like right there. I could leave it. Let's see if I can find something. I suppose I'm starting the incessant hunting for the perfect thing, right? All right, this is far from perfect. I would not pick this. I think it's way too realistic looking. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Um, I will say it's a little more busy and uh, spread over the whole page than I had in my mind when I was thinking of this originally. I was kind of thinking more, you know, like clustery, like just as a bad example, you know, something like, you know, doing something like this and, you know, okay, you're done. So, how long have I been doing this? I can't read it. 19 minutes. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Maybe next time I'll try to do this more. She won't remember. But okay, let me know what I should title this book or the subsequent videos. Let me know if you've ever done this. Do you like it? Do you have success? Do you do this all the time? Are you going to try it? Is Diane going to ever leave it alone? Yeah, she has to at some point, right? I don't know what I'm going to do on the front page here, first page. If I'll title it or something, I don't know. I have to try to get the glue off. Well, actually, that's not bad. I think it's fine. Okay, so just slap it in because you need a break in your life, and this is kind of easy, and it's fun. Pull out your junk, see what you can do. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good day out there.